All right. Good morning and happy Thursday, April 10th. WPA students and staff, I do apologize for the tardiness of these announcements. Had a couple people approach me and had some things to kind of sort out. Also, technological issues with the connection, wasn't able to get on to YouTube right away. I am coming live to you from the eighth grade hallway where I'll be supporting pretty much all day, most of the day, because Dean Bowman is out representing WPA at a Dean's meeting, presenting some of our wonderful data from what some of the students have done in the Boost Up program. Also, so we have different people supporting each hallway. On sixth grade hallway, we have Dr. McCassler. Seventh grade hallway, Mr. Lovely will be there. Myself, again, I'm on eighth grade hallway. Today is going to be a terrific Thursday. I think we did pretty well yesterday, with the exception of something that kind of popped off yesterday afternoon. Students, make sure your behavior. I was going to talk about that yesterday when I was doing the announcements. However, I did get distracted by some of the noise that was going on in the hallway. Your behavior, that is a choice. Your response is a choice. Now, you can't always control how people respond to you or what they say to you and do to you, but your response is an absolute choice. So in that choice, my hope is that you will make a correct choice. For example, I ran into a young man this morning. We were talking. I was trying to get him to leave the cafeteria. And if he's watching this announcement, he'll know who he is. This is not to call you out, but I gestured toward the door, and his immediate response was, "Don't touch me." Wasn't even coming anywhere near touching him. My goal was to get him to exit the cafeteria, but already he was in that defensive mode to think that I was going to put my hands on him. We talked about it. We sorted it out. He apologized, but my goal is always to be respectful and never to be disrespectful. But, sometimes we push each other there, but I do control my responses to students. So my goal is not to harm. And same thing, guys. I know a lot of things are exchanged through social media. But what we find most of the time when we get people in the room, it's not really the people that have much of a problem. It's the friends that are taking things back and forward and telling, because some of our friends, they're operating as cowards. And what cowards like to do is they like to see other people get involved in things and push each other back and forth. And the cowards will stay back, and the cowards will make other people and push. They like to start a fire and watch it burn. So don't allow anybody control your responses. Don't allow anybody control your actions by pointing you in a certain direction, by telling you what other people have said, what other people have done. Generally, I like to go and approach people if they said something about me. If it's worth me investigating, I'll find out for myself. If it's not, then I need to move on with my day. The people who might have a certain opinion about Mr. Vic, number one, are not paying my bills. They're not supporting my kids, my personal kids and whatnot. So I let a lot of stuff roll off my back. But that comes with wisdom, guys. As you get older and know better, you do better. So that's my goal for you, to monitor your behavior and actually choose to respond better. You need to choose to respond to adults better as well. I was talking with Miss Dia Versa, and that was a student we engaged with yesterday who actually made a bad choice, but never wanted to own up to the choice that he made. Chose to make an excuse, and instead of just saying, "Hey, I made a bad choice. I didn't do the right thing in the moment," doubling down on misbehavior, doubling down on disrespect, that will not get you anywhere. You never know who you're going to run into that can help you and push you forward to the next level. So when you're disrespecting people, you think it's that one person in the moment, but that one person could be somebody that speaks about a job or speaks to somebody else about you, and doors will close because you're disrespectful. So don't double down on disrespect. Don't double down on bad behavior. Fix it. If you do it, own it, correct it. Now, I've talked a lot about behavior, but one of the things I'm super excited about and got to spend some time in sixth and eighth grade yesterday, not so much seventh grade, but I was in ELA classrooms and I was looking at the green dots that were put up. I do need to print some more green dot posters out for a couple of grade levels that ask about them. But shout out to those students who are actually knocking that green dot challenge out. Students, if you don't have a green dot, continue to work. It's all about showing growth. Now, again, I talked about this yesterday. These dots are on grade level standards. That means these are the things that you're supposed to know at this particular grade level. And we know we have a D as a school. We're trying to get a C or a B. But what that means is that several of our students are far below grade level. So sometimes you're not going to earn your dots. Sometimes it's about showing growth and progression. So, for example, if you got 20 or 30% of your standards the first time, but the next time you got 60 or 70%, that is superb growth. That is what we need. That's how we get better. You're not going to always get it the first time around. So stop, don't quit, keep going, keep pressing, and make sure you do what you're supposed to do. We know it's hard. We know it's challenging, but we got about 12 to 13 more days of this pushing before we take our ELA or reading FSAT test, and then we'll take our math one thereafter. But until then, guys, just grind it on out. And this is what it's going to take for us to get the grade that I know we deserve. Today, students, you will be receiving a letter. We will not be proceeding with our 9th grade next year. We've chose to pause that in order to focus on getting the C. Now, there will be some people that hear this, I wasn't coming to 9th grade anyway. That's fine. That's your choice. But the 9th grade, when we do open it in 26, 27, it's going to be a superb, well planned out 9th grade. And part of what I want to do is make sure that when we do open up 9th grade, we're answering all the questions. We're exactly ready. We have a program that we have spelled out. We have the equipment already here. We have the rooms already laid out. That is what I'm looking forward to. And because we were focusing on two things, a C and trying to open 9th grade, Charter Schools USA elected to just kind of back off a little bit, focus on what we need to do this year, and then we'll roll out the high school the following year. So that's where we're going with that. I've done a lot of talking, and I know because announcements are late, I'm well into your class period, so I'm going to wrap this up very carefully. Mr. Lovely, shout out to you. I know yesterday I saw you in the cafeteria working with students who were doing the BAG, which is your behavior, attendance, and grades. I've been talking about AAE, which is your attendance, which is part of BAG, your attentiveness, which goes into your behavior as well, because it's academic behavior, and then your effort, which is, I'm looking at you guys to put forth the superb effort in class each and every day. But again, I'm wrapping this up. Staff, if you have more shout outs for students, by all means, send those. We do like to give those shout outs to students who are doing the right thing. At this point in time, let's stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. 1 minute of silent reflection, and let's knock this day on out the park. Let's make it happen. Let's do something better today than you did yesterday. Strong minds, good hearts.